A few of us had a dream to leave it all behind and pick up an old canoe to see what we can find. White water and scenery, we take it all the way. This is the place for us to be. This is the river we wanted to see. White water's our guarantee today.
I'm Rick Bell. 9 of us have travelled over 400 miles from Sydney to canoe this river, the Nymboida. It's the largest river in the mountains of northeast New South Wales. We plan to canoe 26 miles down the Nymboida to Nymboida village, where we've left some cars. We think it should take about 3 days. Our nearest contact with civilization will be a 2-day walk away. Preparing for a trip like this takes hours because everything has to be packed in watertight containers. Although we all work in a number of different jobs during the week, we like to get away canoeing as much as we can. I'm a civil engineer. Dawn is a secretary. Jim's a factory supervisor. His son Jerry is a fitter and turner. Jerry's bowhound Roger drives his own truck. Liz and Chris are both geologists. Stuart is from the country, where he manages a fertilizer company at Narrabri. John is the only beginner amongst us. It's his first trip. He's a metallurgist. He's just finished building his first canoe, a 15-foot Canadian. We make the canoes ourselves from fiberglass. The 2 kayaks don't have much room for gear, so Jim and Stuart unload a drum or 2 onto the Canadians. Fully loaded, they weigh about 250 pounds. Jim is determined to carry as much of his own gear as he can. Spray sheets help prevent the canoes from being swamped in rough water.
Let's go!
Riding along the Nymboida, we're taking it easy. We got 3 days, thinking of all the white water and of the things we're gonna see on the way. Spending my time riding along the Nymboida. We're taking it easy. We got 3 days.
We couldn't find anyone who had canoed this section of the Nymboida before. According to our map, the river dropped 600 feet during our first 15 miles, so we should strike white water fairly soon. It sounds too big to shoot without first having a look. It's far, but there aren't too many rocks. Spray sheets on, and let's go.
Right. Left to the right.
All through except John. We beckon him into his first rapid.
Come on. Come on, John.
Well, anyone can do it forwards. The most important thing about shooting rapids is judging beforehand just where the force of the current is likely to carry you. A A foot of water flowing at this rate is enough to break a canoe in half if it becomes wrapped around a rock. Our first drop is a 4-footer. We rope the kayaks over because, for a fall like this, their sharp bows tend to dive too deeply into the water. To give the Canadians more buoyancy in the bow, we shoot without a bow hand. For safety, we stand by with the ropes. He pushes the canoe into a back eddy, which carries it into the bank. It's always a relief to get out of the main current into a back eddy, especially if you're floundering and struggling for breath. All Roger's worried about is his hat.
Why don't you try doing it the hard way? Where's the hat?
But Chris has retrieved it for him.
Riding along the Nymboida, we're taking it easy. We got 3 days, thinking of all the white water and of the things we're gonna see on the way.
By now, we're past the point of no return. Our only way out is downstream, unless we want to walk out and leave the canoes and gear behind.
Spending my time riding along the Nymboida, we're taking it easy. We got 3 days, riding along the Nymboida, we're taking it easy. We got 3 days.
This is the longest chute we've seen.
Better way there.
The whole river is channeled over an enormous granite slab. There's a lot of water, but no rocks, so we decide to try it. Bailing is now a regular procedure, and it's not only coming over the top. Splits are appearing in the bottom from the constant battering the canoes are getting. At the end of our first day, we estimate we've only come 3 miles. We're normally used to doing about 15 miles a day. The Nymboida is proving much harder than we expected. Camping is a time for drying out, relaxing, and just swapping canoe stories and about other trips and other rivers.
He's on.
We flatten our empty tins and take them with us. We want to leave this wilderness area the way we found it. This rapid has too many sharp rocks and not enough water, so we rope the canoes through. On the last, all streams converge into a boiling mass. We let the canoes go and hope for the best. My canoe almost disappears. The aerated water provides much less buoyancy than normal.
Right across the big rock. Now, if I come down there...
This will be a difficult rapid to shoot. There's a big rock right in midstream.
I reckon we can get through the other side of that.
We should be able to avoid it, but if we don't, we could be in trouble. I misjudged that one, all right. But we were saved by a couple of inches of fast water running over the top of the rock. Jim thinks his narrower kayak will do better. Boy, I bet Jim doesn't know how he got out of that one. Stuart makes sure he misses the rock, but the tremendous force of the water holds him pressed against the bank. He tries to backpedal, but we all know, and Stuart knows, it's not a lost cause. He's okay. He made it to the flat pool. Jerry will now demonstrate what he calls the double draw stroke. A deep scoop with a paddle. Leave it there. Draw a number 2 wood. Retrieve number 1. carry on. Simple. This is going to be a tricky one. A fast run up to a 90-degree bend, and that's going to be a problem. It's a good rule to shoot difficult rapids, one canoe at a time. Jerry's going to give it a go first. He's getting a helping foot to his bow. And sort of makes it. Jim is spun round near the top of the rapid. He's okay. He sticks with his kayak. Chris is approaching, but he can't see that Stuart is stuck in the bend.
Chris, hold it. Stuart's still in the rapid.
It's too late for him to pull out anyway.
Hey, Chris, stop.
Chris has flipped out, but he's lucky because he falls behind the canoe. Full of water, a Canadian weighs about a ton, and with the force of that current behind it, it could crush you against a rock. This is not a beginner's rapid, but John gives it a go.
John, get out. Let the canoe go.
Breaking hot. Stays in between.
It looks funny, but we've got real trouble on our hands. The canoe is in danger of breaking in two.
Throw the rope over here. Just let the canoe go.
John's best chance is to get out upstream and let the canoe go. But where will he go?
Looks like we lost a canoe.
Hurry up. Throw the rope. Quick, hey. Right in the middle. Go the other side.
He's made it to still water. And the canoe still seems to be in one piece. On closer inspection, we find a broken gunnel and a bad leak. It'll take some hours to repair, so we decide to pitch camp. The canoe has to be dried out first, because the resin won't harden on a wet surface. We lash on a green sapling as a temporary gunnel. And the fiberglass patch is saturated with resin, then left to harden. The best way of washing fiberglass off our skins was... At the end of the second day, we estimate that we've still only travelled 4 miles. At this rate, it will take 10 days for us to reach Nymboida village, but we don't have that much food. Our only chance is that the going will become easier after the junction with the little Nymboida. Only 7 miles, but who knows how many days from here. We travel through some spectacular gorge country with cliffs up to 500 feet high and huge granite slabs sloping into the river. A 9-foot drop with a hidden rock at the bottom leaves me with a broken seat, and Chris with a large hole in the stern of his canoe. We have to stop for repairs again, this time for about an hour. While we wait for the repairs to dry, I see something in the water.
Look, platypus.
It's a platypus.
It's over there. Look, you can just see him surfacing.
He seems to be too busy feeding to notice us.
Going into the rapid.
He reappears close to the top of the rapid.
Going.
Too close, in fact. He's caught in the current.
There he goes.
And he's going to shoot the rapid. To return to his burrow, he'll have to walk back up the bank. The tensest moment for me in canoeing is approaching the top of a rapid, hoping the route you've chosen is the right one. Once you're into the rapid, you're too busy to be scared. It's a great feeling when you're through and in one piece. The river seems to be concentrating into one channel, as if it's building up to something. Boy, nobody could survive that. There's nothing for it but to portage everything round the waterfall. Even without gear, the Canadians weigh over 100 pounds. The kayaks are about half this weight.
Which way?
This particular 150 yards of the Nymboida sets us back 3 hours. Jerry sees what he thinks is a small rapid. He looks confident, so we all follow on.
Right! Which way? Right or left?
What we didn't see was a large drop into a whirlpool, and another drop after that. Jerry and Roger weren't in any position to warn the rest of us. Dawn and I just make it through the whirlpool. Chris and Liz are following close on their tails. They're swamped by the pressure wave and then caught up in the whirlpool.
Hey, Chris,
They're helpless against the force of the current, which keeps sweeping them round and round. There's little we can do to help. Chris manages to haul himself out on the opposite bank. Liz is fished out by Roger. We get hold of the canoe, but a drum washes out. We can't afford to lose supplies at this stage. Everyone feels it's about time we made camp and dried out. At the end of our fourth day, we're still in the steep section of the river and still about 2 miles from the junction with the little Nymboida. Let's hope the river flattens out after that. We're faced with our most difficult rapid so far, a long, boulder-ridden gorge with many drops and turns. It'll be difficult to canoe. A misjudgment at the top could put you off course all the way down. A capsize could mean being swept the whole length of the rapid, and a canoe wrapped around a rock.
That's for sure. Oh, we'll leave it there if it goes down.
But the portage round this one would take the best part of half the day, and we're hoping we might make the junction this morning.
The rock, then draw straight round the right-hand side.
We decide to shoot it, with a strong bow hand and the Canadians to help them make the sharp turns.
Right. To the left.
Almost made it. Luckily, it was the last drop that tossed us and not the first. Jerry and Roger get ready for their turn.
Paddle. Which way?
They try to reverse out of their predicament and get into a worse one. Oh, they appear like drowned rats from behind a rock. They bail out and decide to press on.
Okay, let's go.
With Chris's canoe, we try again. This time we make it on the last drop. We wonder how the kayaks will make the sharp turns. seeing how Jim's kayak went, Stuart decides to carry his round.
Straight down the centre.
Chris and I take John's canoe for him.
Here we go.
The last drop flips us again, but at least all the canoes are through in one piece. The valley seems to be widening. We must be getting close to the junction now.
Riding along the Nymboida, it's feeling as if it's taken too many days.
Sure enough, it's a large one. But what worries us more is that. More rapids downstream and a treacherous-looking current disappearing round a corner. We'll need to look further downstream. Another rapid, and a fast current beyond that again. We wonder what it's leading to. "200 yards further down, we find out. A waterfall, dropping about 30 feet in 3 jagged falls. Anyone going over this wouldn't stand a chance. There goes any possibility of making Nymboida village tonight. To portage round the rapids as well as the waterfall would take the rest of the day. We decide to shoot the first section and just make very sure to stay upright and pull out of the main current in time. Chris doesn't have any trouble catching a back eddy to safety. Jim has a couple of anxious moments until he gets his fingers onto solid rock.
Thought you're going to miss the rock.
decide it'll be easier to make the turn with two of us paddling. And we make it without any trouble. We're all tense as John decides to bring his canoe through. Oh, he's in trouble. Paddle, John. He's even in more trouble. His swamped canoe, the force of the current behind it, threatens to crush him against a rock. But luckily it keeps swinging and slides past, releasing him. We rescue his canoe and haul it ashore. It seems okay. Now for the last man, Stuart. God, he's over. Stuart seems to be knocked breathless. Past our ropes towards the second rapid.
Still going.
In the thick undergrowth, we can't keep up with him. The other bank looks easier. I decide to give it a try. It's a bit desperate trying to get a handhold on the other side. His canoe is caught in an eddy, but Stuart is swept on. I see Stuart. He's struggling into a back eddy. We decide it's quicker to haul, drag, half carry the canoes round the waterfall without unloading them. It's hard on the canoes, but no one is too fussy at this stage.
Hey! Hold on. Let her go.
We hope the waterfall has been the last gate of the river. The riverbed seems to be widening, and the rapids becoming shallower. The junction shouldn't be far now. is, at last, the junction of the Nymboida and the Little Nymboida Rivers. Behind us lies the roughest 11 miles of canoeing we've ever done. Ahead, the going looks smooth and fast. The extra current from the Little Nymboida pushes us along at a fast rate. We cover the last 15 miles in a day.
White water and scenery, we're leaving you behind.
We reach the Nymboida Bridge at last. The first sign of civilization since we began our 3-day journey 6 days ago.
This was the place for us to be. You were the river we wanted to